Hello, good morning. Some of you that got up early this morning here in the Philippines would have seen me doing a video about 4:30 in the morning. 26 of you have actually have viewed it since it went up. But I thought about it afterwards and I thought it actually was a bit of a muddle. So I decided to pull it down. So I apologize for those that have missed out on what they might have enjoyed. But my thought for today is I've just got off the telephone, the old-fashioned telephone, yes, the mobile, to a friend in Wales who I talked to, who's clearly had challenges also in his life. But it reminds me of a thought for the day, because there's no doubt that many of you are elderly, maybe not as old as I am, 77, but many of you are 60, 65. Some of you, of course, have been in marriages, been divorced, separated, had children. And for you, it's an opportunity of excitement, adventure to come to the Philippines or Southeast Asia. You've heard all these wonderful stories of beautiful Filipinas, 20 plus. And you think, I'd like a bit of that. And of course, is it not natural for men to do that, even in when they're getting older, to think that they still have it, that little sparkle? Well, I don't think anybody really can deprive them of that. Of course, the Karens of this world will always call you, passport bros. Well, I think really what we need to focus on, all of us, is the reality that the majority of us need to understand that you're not desperate. There's no need to be desperate. Guys, there's plenty to go around, and I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. I have a friend who's come from near Turkey, and he's been here over 2 weeks now. And he has discovered this array of such beautiful women, all eager to be his partner for life. Some of them are just tire kickers. Some of them are really genuine. But of course, for him, it's just blown him away. And it's made him realize that he's a commodity that is in high demand here. And it's true. Sure, not every woman is going to wake up in the Philippines and suddenly say that they need to have a foreigner as a partner. That's true. But either the other side of the coin is that you, the foreigner, need to realize also that you don't have to be desperate. The idea that somehow you have to look in the province, and your concept of the province is up there in the mountains. You will find in the valleys some little naive young lady with traditional family values. Again, baloney. Guys, they're there, they're in the flatlands, they're in the towns, they're in the cities. And if they're looking for you, they'll find you. What you have to realize is that there's a plentiful supply. Not an unrealistic plentiful supply, but a plentiful supply nevertheless. You have to see yourself also more positively, and that is that you are a commodity that they want to have. Of course, they're a commodity you want as well. But most importantly, don't choose the first one that comes and smiles at you. Don't be so eager to jump in the sack and spoil that maybe good relationship. Most of these young ladies have grown up with a certain amount of moral value based upon what their mother and their grandmother installed in them. It's somewhat, I was so surprised the other day when I was back in Nagillion to see Nicole's daughter, now 7 months old, and the delight on her mother's face when she put her hand up to the little girl and she grabbed the hand of the adult and put it on her forehead. 7 months old. They have this installed custom, the reinforcement from such a young age of respect for elders. And it blew me away. I couldn't believe it. So it shows that the concepts are still there. I mean, she's 7 months old and she's had both ears pierced, a little diamond or imitation diamond in her ears. I would have never dreamed of giving a 7-month-old baby earrings, but it's quite normal here. It's preparing young ladies to be young ladies. And hopefully the grandparents, the mother, will always install the values that they want to see in their daughters. Or their sons, come to think of it. But the real problem is, I watched a guy there, what's it called? Philippine Life or something like that. It's a guy, American guy, he's really into gyms all the time, got to do my workout, get my fiber intake and my vitamin C and my egg 5 grams and all that. And I will talk about all the supplements I need to take, because every time I get agitated and angry, I go to have another workout for half an hour, 1 hour, do a real hard workout. This guy is a complete nutter. He came to the Philippines. He married basically the first woman he found. He took on 3 adult children. Recently, after many sort of incredible incidents with him and his wife and her children, he's finally run off, tail between his legs, to America. Why? Because there's cases outstanding against him. He's one of these guys that will get you in. He'll be in a car and he'll do road rage. You can see it in him. He will punch first and ask and complain that he's not being dealt with afterwards. It was their fault. They made me angry. They set my views going. This is a guy who works out every day, has to focus on going to the gym. There's nothing wrong with being fit and healthy. But he works as a carpenter's contractor. Sometimes he's employing others. He does nothing but moan about them. And now he's never going to go back to the Philippines, he says. He's never going to get married again. He only got married for the first time, no children, he had an instant family. What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong, guys? Not just because he's American. He puts himself out there and makes himself look stupid. Can you believe this guy built a 2-story house with a deck on top? And he's talking about getting back at the family that he was upset with. He's going to turn the house into a piggery rather than let them have it. That guy's completely delusional. But he came to the Philippines. And this is the point. So many of you guys come here, not just from America, but it's amazing how many do from America, who just haven't got what it takes. You have to be humble. You have to be patient. You have to understand what you're doing. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's all right for you, John. Look at you. You bought a house. You built a house. She told you to leave. No, she didn't. I left because I couldn't handle what was left for me. The crumbs, so to speak. And I had to have that space. I'm living that space. I don't know what my future holds, whether I'm going to be dead tomorrow. Grumpy's dead. That's why you're watching this one. But Grumpy will eventually come round. It always does. But I won't be operating it anymore. And the thing is, will anything change? Of course not. But at least I can put up my videos each day on this channel and know that it's not going to be shut down at any whim, any envy, any anger, any tempo. You can't run a business like that. You can't have a hobby that keeps stopping when somebody gets annoyed, who then, in the clear of the night, the day, decides, okay, yesterday, 4 weeks worth of my videos on the old channel disappeared. Hello, hello. This morning, they're all back again. Why? Because Filipinos react with emotion. They say to us, stop talking. Don't you talk too much. That's the difference between us and the Philippines. And a Filipino and a Filipina is that we rattle on too much. They can't deal with it. They see it as a confrontation, an irritation. They feel threatened. When you raise your voice to sound more authoritative, it might only be 1 or 2 decibels, but they see you're arguing. We can't win, guys. You can't win. You go with the flow. You have to do it. Sure, we get rattled. We say we're going to stop this, we're going to stop that. If you don't do this, carrot and stick, we're no different. Why? Because we're adapting to their way of thinking. And what happens there is, if we don't stay focused on what we want, we'll become like them. Then what will you have? 2 child in the room, 2 children, 2 adolescents, 2 tempos, 2 grumpies. Food for thought. Now, the most important thing, thumbs up, guys. Come on, thumbs up. Every time I watch your videos, I give you a thumbs up before I've even seen the video. Why? Because it shows you're supporting the channel. And that's important. That increases the views. People call them clicks, but they're views. Then the next thing, give us your comment. Keep it simple. Remember, John? That's the reason on the live you got cut off. Why? I haven't banned you, but keep it relevant to me, not others. Okay? Bye now.